Hey guys, SkittleRampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So I wanted to do a little bit of a One Piece update video here, just showing you guys everything that is expected for 2025 so far. Now this will include current sets going on like the Marineford series set or the One Piece bronze set over on the Funko shop, as well as all the current rumors and leaks that are out. Now before we get started, let's ask the question of the day, which is, and since this is a One Piece video, what is your favorite One Piece arc? Now, as far as One Piece arcs go, there are some really boring ones and there's some really great ones. I do feel like it's kind of like a very generic answer to say, oh, I really love Marineford because it's one of the best One Piece arcs in existence. However, I think another one that I will mention is Enies Lobby because the, Robin I Want to Live scene is amazing, obviously. Alrighty guys, so let's go ahead and get started with some current sets, like the Marineford series set. So interesting enough, this was originally supposed to be over the course of 9 months. Though you can tell recently that Funko has just been announcing things left and right and showing things off, as we did get Garp, Ivankov, as well as Kuma back to back to back. Like, that wasn't supposed to happen like that, I'm pretty sure, but I think they messed up their own scheduling. Plus, let's be honest, how many of us actually expected Funko to stick to this schedule? Anyways though, here's everything we have in that 9-piece exclusive set so far. This does include Ace Execution, which was the first pop in the set, then we got Whitebeard, then we got Garp, as well as Ivankov with the Chase variation. Then we had Kuma, and yes, it is part of this set. I know a lot of people keep saying, well, is it part of the set? Because it doesn't seem like it should be because it's a con exclusive. Funko never technically excluded con exclusives from being a part of this Marineford series set, as well as they did actually confirm it on their live stream when they were unboxing some WonderCon exclusives.
If you follow along with our direct-to-consumer channel, they're doing a Marineford statement. So this is one of the figures that is kind of in line with that one. It started last year.
So yes, Kuma is in this set for those wondering. And then the final one, which was officially shown off with the glams and everything, was Boa Hancock today, which is really nice. However, we do have at least 3 exclusives still yet to be announced. The first one being Blackbeard with a Chase variation. So no idea exactly what this Chase is going to be. He wasn't in Marineford for very long, just a couple episodes if I'm not mistaken. Well, it was probably more than a couple episodes than I'm thinking. They probably really stretched out his little moment. However, obviously he does something big in Marineford that people are still trying to figure out how he did it to this day. So I'm wondering if they'll kind of include that in the Chase or something like that, or maybe it'll be a beat-up Chase and then like, I don't know, we'll see. But that is one of the last 3 expected pops in this set. Now the other expected exclusive that we know of is Luffy 3 days, 2 years, where he has the marking there. I'm assuming it's going to look exactly like the image I'm showing you guys right now. And I thought that was a pretty good choice for the most part. We just have so many Luffy pops, so hopefully it does look good in pop form. Now the final expected pop in this set, all we know so far is it's expected to be a guy. We don't know exactly who. It could be Kobe, it could be Aokiji, it could be Sengoku. Plenty of characters they could choose. I think Kobe would be a great choice. We definitely need a pop of him, so hopefully they do choose that one, but again, it really could be anybody here. So let me know in the comments who you guys think it might be so far. Then again, it could, that rumor could be wrong. It could end up being, a female or something like that. We'll see when the time comes, obviously, and this won't be for a couple months. Regardless though, that's the update that we have on the Marineford series set. Let me know what you guys think about it so far. Moving on to another Funko Shop only exclusive set this year is the bronze statue set from Japan. So check it out here. The 4 that we have announced so far include Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, as well as Nami, and these are basically supposed to be kind of like mimicking the Japan statues, essentially. However, Funko kind of put their own twist on some of these and changed some details and all that. Either way, though, we are expected to get every single Straw Hat member to date, and here's a list of them. We have Sanji, Chopper, Nico, Robin, Frankie, Brooke, as well as Jinbei there. So we're expected to get all of these announced over the next year or so, I want to say. They pretty much announce 2 every couple months, and it will be in order when the Straw Hats did join the crew. I am kind of curious how everybody feels about this bronze statue set to this day. Do you regret your purchases? Do you plan to finish the entire collection? Personally, I have not bought any of them so far. I was really looking at the set and I was like, as cool as this looks like, almost like a novelty kind of item, and it's cool that they're kind of paying respects to, those bronze statues and all that. Well, is it paying respects or do they want money? It's kind of like a fine line, but it's an interesting, unique concept there. All at the same time, it does feel a little unnecessary to just make this as a pop. It wasn't something we really needed in the One Piece set. It is unique. I just don't think it's something I need. Maybe when I see them all together, I may change my mind, or maybe I'll just get the Nico Robin one, because again, I like Nico Robin. But I don't know. I got to see it all together. I got to see how the molds look in person, and maybe I'll change my mind. So I don't want to say my mind's fully made up on the set. However, again, I have not bought any yet. Alrighty, moving on, we do have our Biddy Pop wave of One Piece, and this is probably going to be one of the biggest sets so far. So this includes some new characters too that we have not seen as Funko Pops, and the announcement on this one is actually expected in the summer, just in a couple months here. So this does include East Blue inspired Biddy Pops. We have a 4-pack here of Luffy with me, Zoro, and Axe-Hand Morgan. So Axe-Hand Morgan being one of those new characters. I don't know if we'll ever get a standard, size pop of him. Then we have Nami crying in the next one, Arlong, and Nojiko. So again, Nojiko we do not have as a pop. Another 4-pack is Sanji, Zeph, and Don Krieg. We do not have Zeph or Don Krieg. So it'll be cool to see what they look like in the Biddy form, and it'll probably be the same in a 4-inch pop if Funko ever does that. And the final 4-pack is Usopp, Kaya, and Kuro. So Kaya and Kuro, 2 more characters we do not have. So several new characters there that we will get to see in that Funko design. And the mystery ones at the bottom, for those confused, those will be the 4th pop in each of those sets. So as it says, they're 4-packs. So let's say Shanks will go with the Axe-Hand Morgan, for example, and then Smoker will go down with Kuro, Kaya, and Usopp. Basically, it'll be the 4th one in the set. But it's a mystery. We don't know which ones will go with which. Anyways, though, all the mystery ones do include Shanks, Buggy, Mihawk, and Smoker there. So we do actually have pops of all those characters now. Let me know what you guys think about this new One Piece Biddy Pop set expected this summer, and if you're going to participate in the set. I was actually talking to some Funko people and employees and all that over at the Funko booth at New York Toy Fair, and they were actually fans of the channel, so if they're watching this video, thank you so much. Appreciate the chat and all the information and all that. However, they wanted me to get more into Biddy Pops. They're trying to kind of like get me more into that because I don't really collect much of them. It's mainly because they haven't put out sets I'm too interested in. Like the Dragon Ball Z ones maybe might grab me, but then the One Piece ones with all the new characters I am considering. So yeah, the anime ones will probably pull me into the Biddy scene a little bit. Now moving on, we do have a couple miscellaneous exclusives and common drops kind of throughout the year. So the first one here is a Gear 5 Luffy Poppin' Tee with red eyes. I kind of did a custom little red eye there myself. He looks a little unhinged. But either way, it's supposed to be the first Gear 5 Luffy pop we got, just thrown in a Poppin' Tee. So you'll get that t-shirt and he will finally have red eyes. Moving on to another pretty unnecessary pop in the One Piece set, we do have the 10-inch Luffy here. So I do believe it's actually going to be the East Blue Luffy here, where he is stretching out the mouth, holding the meat. If it isn't this one, then it'll most likely be the first original Luffy we did actually get, but we'll see what happens with the final announcement. Next up, for my Nico Robin fans, we're expected a pop ride of Nico Robin with Mini Mary there as an exclusive. This is one I'm very excited for, as I've mentioned in this video several times. I'm a big Nico Robin fan. She's my favorite One Piece girl, so I can't wait to see how this turns out. And it's really cool that we're getting a mini version of Mary. If I'm not mistaken, this is expected to be some kind of con exclusive announcement, so maybe SDCC, stay tuned. This next one is a brand new character, and we have Rob Lucci with a Chase variation as an exclusive. So this one's expected to be pretty interesting because it's looking like it's not going to be him transformed at all. It's going to be him with the black suit and then the white suit later on in the series. So that that feels weird. I think all of us wanted to see him transform like when he fought Luffy and Egghead, but I guess we'll get something like that down the line later on. And thank you, Rockosiris, for sharing that. Moving on to another exclusive expected is Chopper with the cotton candy there. So another Chopper pop. We do have a few now, but I think the cotton candy one is pretty cool just because Chopper loves cotton candy. Okay, so the last list of pops here is our Egghead set here. Sharing over from the Scarlet Joker, Rockosiris, and Funko Info. We do have lots of pops in this set. So this does include Dr. Vegapunk, which is a new character, obviously. That's going to be such a wacky looking mold, so I can't wait to see how it turns out in the final product. Then we have Chopper, Nico Robin, Brook, and Monkey D. Luffy with an exclusive variation too. So we will get 2 versions of Luffy in his Egghead outfit. And the plus will just be a lot more detail in that Egghead outfit most likely. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I noticed that they left out a few Straw Hats there as common. So Zoro there, Usopp, who else are we missing? Jinbei as well in there, and then Sanji. Oh, and even Nami. So maybe they'll do another set where we will see more of those characters, or some of these characters will be exclusives. We'll find out later down the line, I'm sure. Moving on, a couple more new characters as exclusives. We do have Lilith there from Egghead, as well as Kuzan. So that'll be our first Aokiji pop. If he's not in the Marineford set, that'll be so weird. Because as regular exclusives over at GameStop, we did get Kizaru as well as Akainu, which I thought was weird. I thought those would be part of the Marineford set. That was like perfect, and then I guess not. But if we don't get Aokiji there, and then we get him in this Egghead wave way down the line, that feels weird. Another brand new character we are getting is Monkey D. Dragon with a chase variation as an exclusive. I don't know what this chase really could be. You know, just what, him unhooded, like him looking a different direction. Like what is there to be a chase? He doesn't do anything but look directions, man. I don't know what a chase would be. So we'll see there. Anyways though, another one is Monkey D. Luffy Whole Cake exclusive. This feels wildly unnecessary, solely because it's completely random to just throw a Whole Cake pop in an Egghead wave, but it is what it is. We're also expecting another ace there. It's expected to be one around the Alabasta arc, if I'm not mistaken. Again, very just random exclusive in that wave. They should just stick to Egghead if it's going to be the first Egghead wave. And then the final one is a new character, which I'm excited for, is a Pop Plus of Silver's Rayleigh as an exclusive chase. So, the Pop Plus feature, obviously that's most likely going to be him using Hockey, because there's nothing really else that would be Pop Plus worthy. So guys, that does wrap up your One Piece news for today. We have lots of exclusives, commons, chases, rides, all kinds of stuff coming for One Piece this year. And I'm sure this is not it. I'm sure we're gonna get a ton more leaks and rumors down the line. So of course, as always, stay tuned, expect more, because it is One Piece. Let me know what you guys think about all the lists so far, and let me know out of everything we just went over, what are you most excited for? Let me do one more quick glimpse here just to tell you what I'm most excited about. Obviously, Nico Robin from Egghead. I'm curious to see how the Monkey D. Luffy turns out, and overall just the One Piece outfit. And overall just the Straw Hats like Egghead outfits, I'm curious to see how those turn out. Kuzan there, I want to see how he turns out. Monkey D. Dragon, I just need to know what that chase is going to be. Then we have the Silver's Rayleigh, obviously, come on, who wouldn't want that? I want to see how that entire bronze set looks together, just to kind of decide if I want it or not. I think I might end up picking up Blackbeard because there's a lot they could do for a chase with him, I feel like, with his like dark, is it the dark fruit he has? Is that what it's called? Oh man, I can't remember all the devil fruit names, but yeah, his darkness, that could be a really cool chase like setup. The Robin with Minnie Mary for sure. I am a little disappointed in the Lucci. I might just wait until we get his transformed one for a pop. The Biddy pops, obviously. So yeah, I'm interested in a lot. I actually just recently got rid of like, maybe like 10, 15 One Piece pops in a video the other day. If you want to check that out, I kind of went through my One Piece collection. So I definitely have room for a lot of these now, and I might even get rid of maybe one or two more. So yeah, I made some room because we're expected to see so much crazy stuff this year. That pretty much wraps up this video today though. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video, as well as if you guys have any further comments, you want to know release date of anything expected, drop those comments down below and I will do my best to answer them. With that being said though, I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.